Alright, guys, welcome to Torachu Plays. This episode is about mana infusion because the author today is Alphas. They added this, I think it's a trap. Why mana infusion and what is mana infusion? Mana infusion is basically a skill infusion. So you infuse your skill in a gear. What kind of gear you can do it? There's two types of mana infusion: a costume mana infusion and a gear infusion. You can only do a gear infusion if it's infusible, like mana infusion ready. You can see the text there. Mostly, not mostly, all mana infusible gear are level 90. So, and then you mostly, if not all, is you can obtain these gears from DOD or ILU for my French friends. Baguette or what else said. Okay, that's lame. Wait. Um, so these stuffs, level 90, are all mana infusible, mana infusion ready, and you can also infuse costumes. Look, mana infusion ready, mana infusion ready, mana infusion ready, mana infusion ready, mana infusion ready. That's why we swap costumes so we can swap our skills, our mana infusion ability. Why should we infuse uh, a gear or a costume? Because it's so overpowered. Obviously, it's what differentiate between a great player and an OP player, and knowing which one to use at certain time, like what my boss Dustan is doing and teaching me all the time, and Theo is the key to win battles. Basically that. So thanks to them and thanks to many people that have given me this information. So I'm now giving it to you. So it's basically mana infusion. You can find all the skills on Trace recipe book here, tiny.cc ee recipe. So we're just gonna head over there very quickly. tiny.cc ee recipe. Oh wait, yep. Alright, it's gonna load. Okay, here you can see mana infusion, right? So okay, it's loading. Here are all the mana infusion skills that we can get from infusing gear or costume. I blanked out for a second there. You can check that out, but basically I'm gonna tell you what I use for farming and also for PvP, but it's not perfect, of course, and people will say, oh, that's bad. Yeah, I'm not actually that good, so we'll see. First of all, gear. Basically, for weapon, if you are a mage, you would want, wait, this is the level 55 sound sleep one. Where's my sound sleep? Oh, okay, here it is. So basically you do this. Wait, and you press sign me up. Let's see. So basically what we can do is infuse this, sign me up, put this thing here. Oh, it says 500 mana energy. So at the moment in EE you can only infuse up to 3 stars, which is 2 mana ability, only 2, not 3. And when it reach 1 star you will get level 1 skill like this. You see on magic barrage there's level 1, level 2 and level 3. You see the difference? So you would want to infuse this until level 3 or level 2 if you want. So level 3, and then if you get something here which is gonna be random, you will need to reshuffle it to the skills that you want. Okay, this is an example that I'm gonna do for you. This is how you do it. So sometimes a green item is available on NPC, or you can get them by farming it, of course. So this is a weapon merchant. You can, for example, buy this one. So I'm buying like 4 of this, and we're just gonna return it. So yeah, a lot of the time mana infusing is very tedious because you just have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it could cost you a couple hours. See, it only gives 3 EXP here. So imagine 3 for 500. Let's open up. So you need about 166 stuff, which is basically more than my bag here. So if you have 4 30 slot bag, you have 120 capacity more or less. You gotta fill all this bag with a stuff to make it only 1 star, and for 2 star it's even more, maybe 1500, I don't know. So that's basically how to infuse. For gear, you infuse it by the same type of weapon, which but green type, like alpha. For costume, you use there's 2 type of costume infusing: non-weapon, which is all the non-weapon costumes, and weapon costumes. For weapon costumes, you infuse it, for example, with, if it's one-handed, you infuse it with one-handed alpha, which costs around 300 to 400 each. So it's gonna add up quite a bit if you're doing it. I don't have one-handed alpha right now. It's in here, this angel rapier. So basically for weapons, you want this magic crit. When striking with magic crit, you have a 30% chance to increase your magic damage 15%. That's huge. And also magic burst. Look, and magic damage of the next attack plus 43%. You can hit millions of damage with GM if you infuse your weapon. And there's also skill combo 3. When attacking, chance of skill combo 18%. Okay, this is wrong. This is wrong infusion. I'm still infusing this one. I haven't completed this, but basically that is for magic DPS. You need to have this, and for physical DPS you need this. Now the beauty of this is you can stack this. That's why for example, if you use staff, where's my staff? This staff is 200, right? So my staff has magic barrage and chain blast. Magic barrage is magic damage next attack 65%, which is huge. And chain blast, when striking with magic crit, you have 30% to increase magic damage 20%. So there's 65% and 20%. On top of that, you put another 15%, and another 43%. That's why you can hit so huge damage in one hit. But you have to be careful. You have to use one-handed costume for two-handed gear, two-handed weapon, and one-handed gear with two-handed costume. For example, assassin. So the skill can stack. If you use one-handed costume and one-handed gear, the skill will not work properly. I mean, like, it won't stack because it's basically the same skill. So if you're using one-handed weapon, for example, for assassin, I'm using chestus and I'm using dagger, then I have to use two-handed costume, if that makes sense, which is this. So my chestus is have this skill combo 2 and skill combo 3, and my dagger have physical burst, which is like magic burst but physical, and physical crit, which is like magic crit but physical. And then on top of that, my two-handed weapon have physical barrage, which is physical damage of next attack, and chain slam, which is increasing another damage. So you can hit millions. You can cap crystals so fast you wouldn't even see it. So that's basically how weapon and weapon costume works. Remember, for two-handed weapon you use one-handed costume. For one-handed weapon you use two-handed costume. That's how you access both mana infusion skills for one-handed and for two-handed. That's very important. Okay, next one is how we do. Okay, I'm gonna equip this. How we do costume. I'm gonna start with my PvP infusion, which is most likely has resistance, so you need to be tanky. Remember, this infusion skills have cooldown. They have cooldown. If you see here on Trace RSP, they have 90-second cooldown. Look, that, which is 1.5 minutes. So you need to learn to time it correctly. Okay. My PvP gear is this one. This is Wolfgang Slinger Garb, Ghosthorn Legendary, and also Vengeful Seraph Wings, and also these glasses, and also my sandwich. I might forgotten some of the infusion, so pardon me. That don't take my info as like absolutely final. You gotta research it yourself. But this is some kind of guide. Like, this is what I use. So for PvP, I have physical wall, which is physical resistance, physical cursing, which is when I'm attacking, I curse them 3.6 seconds. They cannot do skills and stuff. And elemental wall 2, so you gotta stop at 2 stars and reshuffle it to get these skills, because these skills stack with elemental wall 3, which add another elemental resistance, which if you build your class properly, it should cap all your resistance every 1.5 minutes. And retroactive, this is when you are running, you're shielding, you have 30% chance to reduce damage 20%, which is huge. And this is physical absorb, reduce receive damage 33% when attacking, 7.5 second duration. This is very useful. Pierce proof, pierce resistance plus 21, because so many green classes that I have to fight. That's so OP. And lastly, my body is magic absorb, reduce magic damage 32%, and reduce receive damage for physical 46%. I put uh, level 2 skills on body, so if I want to buy another good looking costume, I can just reshuffle it on level 2, which costs a little less than level 3, and magic absorb 3 and elemental wall 3 lastly, which works the same. So as you can see, all my PvP gears are for almost all for tankiness, resistance. But having said that, I also actually don't really like this gunslinger garb and this wings. I use it only because of this astral pathway. This thing is Omni Blessing. Also Murasame is Omni Blessing. And where is it? This gunslinger garb is Agility Blessing. And Aura Lines and Strength Blessing. Well, basically that's it. So that's my PvP infusions. How about my farming infusion? Well, it's easy because farming does not need you to be so tanky, so it's just all attack. Physical absorb I still have, but this arcing. Arcing is you deal lightning damage, and this is still tanky, still the same. Cosmos is nature damage, godly is holy damage, smoldering is fire damage, and lastly pestilent is dark damage. Yep, that's all elemental damage. Those damage might be small, but it will increase the chances of you what we call the effect of the trophy. Like if it's each attack has 5%, those each attack this elemental attack counts as one attack, so the percentage of your trophy will work, it will increase them. Yeah, sorry again for my English. Okay, that's about it. What else I haven't explained? Oh, you can, to reshuffle things you have to buy the blue one, so to infuse it you have to buy the green one, but to reshuffle it you have to buy the blue one. For example, this katana, I'm actually reshuffling my katana, so I have to buy a lot of katana. You can see how it quickly drains your wallet, your gold, because after all this money I'm spending, I don't think I will still I don't think I will get it anyway, so we can try. So it needs seven katana, so I have 1 2 3 4 5, regardless the level, 6 7. So I have 2 katana, this one and this one. The black one is done. I'm trying to get a retroactive. Oh, wait. I'm trying to get chain blast. I'm trying to get a chain slam actually. So proactive is done, but this is magic crit. I want it to be physical crit. So you just right click this. Right click. The level doesn't matter, as you can see. This is 65, this is 90, and you click on the scale that you want to change, and then you click reshuffle. It's absolutely random. This is RNG. Oh, physical barrage. Shame I don't need it because I already have it here. I want different things. And what's the best time to infuse is, well, basically today, because the altar is like this. You can get a lot of alphas, or you can buy it from people. Well, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.